I understand her goal, and also I understand what she needs the most. She told me that after working with me, she had a time to, delegate stuffs, the workload. Like she doesn't have to work all of it by herself. She can like relax.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Workergenics Mastermind. Today we're going to be talking about how virtual professionals can work in service-based businesses in more of revenue generating roles and how they can help with taking the tasks from the business principals or other team members and allowing the principal to have more free time, enjoy their life more, and get more clients. So today we're talking with Rochelle Asingwa, who's a virtual professional at Workergenics. She has a wide variety of skill sets. I think a lot of people may be very interested to hear all the things that she can do and how she's been helping her clients. So welcome, Rochelle. Very happy to have you here today. Tell us a little about your education background.
Yeah, so before that, thank you for having me today, Harley. It's a privilege. I graduated from college and have experience in graphics design, also website and email design, also doing social media management, executive assistant, video editing, email marketing, sales development, and even data entry.
Well, we had talked a little bit earlier. You had mentioned what your degree in college was. Can you share what that degree was?
Yeah, so I took a Bachelor of Science in Geology way back during my college days, and I think that's the main reason also that helped me to pursue this career doing graphics because in my college days there's a lot of graphics skills in my college, I mean in that field, doing graphics design and stuff. So I guess that actually helped me with pursuing this one.
Very nice. Now, tell us about the business that you're supporting right now. What industry is that business in? What's the product or service that they provide?
Actually, right now, my client is a website designer. She's more focused on doing website designs and web development. So, yeah, the task that I do with her is helping her with the website formatting and doing SEO optimization, doing blog posts, and creating contents on for her websites.
Very good. So, when you got started working with your client, what did the initial training look like? How were things communicated with you, and how did you learn to do the things that she needed help with?
Actually, on the first time, I actually had a training with the professional website developer in Orogenics. He taught me on the field of website designing. He taught me the basics and the fundamentals of website design so that me and my client would have the same level of understanding on the website. So I had a proper training on website designing, workergenics, and also my client is doing or giving me a live tutorials every time or every now and then to let me see how things are done and how are things that he wanted or she wanted me to look like on her website. So we have this kind of tutorials online with my client.
Okay, and those tutorials, were you guys doing like live video chats or Zoom meetings, recordings? What did that look like?
Yeah, it's actually a recording. Like if at this time I have some inquiry about this task or this specific site, she will actually jump right into a Loom video. It's actually a live one, so she will record that one, and then a few minutes she will send me the link, and I have to watch it. So she's on a call, but she has the time to record me or to do me video recording on Loom and share the link so that I can watch it and study over it by myself.
Very good. And so after she's done the training, you have the Loom videos, you've learned how to do these things. How does she give you tasks, or how do you know kind of what to do on a daily basis working with your client?
Yes, so my client and I are using a specific tool for task management so that whenever she's busy or she's on a call with a client, we have this daily routine that when I go locked in on the work, I will say hi or good morning to her. And I know she's very busy, so there are times she can respond or she's not online for this time. So I will just jump on with the work and then go over to our task management tool, which is monday.com. It's actually pretty good for, task management when you're working with a virtual professional. And there are tasks there that should be like I'm doing for today. And what kind of task is that? Is that high priority, or is just a medium, or is that low? So when I see that the task is high, so that's the one thing that I will start working on today. And if I'm done with all the tasks assigned to me for today, I will like go over again and talk to her like, hey, I'm done with this task. And then she will just add another task if there is time. So it's pretty convenient.
So when you're checking in with her or letting her know that you finished a task, are you like calling her or chatting or texting? What is the communication method that you guys prefer using?
Yeah, actually, we use WhatsApp, so I just chat her because I know she's usually on a call. So yeah, I just tell her or chat her that, hey, I'm already done with the task today. Is there anything else that you want me to do? And can you go over this task here? I need your feedback. And she will just go over to the monday.com and see things or look over things how it's like done.
Okay, so what does that feedback process look like with your client? Is she just texting you back on WhatsApp, or how does she give you feedback on the work that you've done for her?
Yeah, once I actually chat her on WhatsApp, she will tell me like, hey, feedback for that task is on monday.com. So yeah, she will do a recording again on Loom. It's like a live recording, and then she will send me the link a minute after reviewing or doing the feedback and send it over to the monday.com so that it will not be lost. And yeah, I can go over that one and save that. There are actually times that I save that link and put it in my spreadsheet so that if I kind of like wanted to review it, I can still see it. So she will record me a Loom video for her feedback and like how she understand or how she see things on her website, and if there are corrections or there are updates or review for that, and she will put it in the monday.com and I have to watch it.
Very good. And so you mentioned kind of keeping track of things in a spreadsheet. So do you
Yeah.
have like procedures or checklists that you've created for recurring tasks?
Yes, we have. So I actually save all the Loom videos that she's doing so that I have record of all the things. And if I kind of like forget things because it's like way before that, and save it on, we have a drive. So we kind of like, she actually created me a drive for all the tasks that I do for like files that I have to save, and we put it there. It's actually a folder for both of us. And I save those recordings on a spreadsheet. And aside from that, I have a checklist. So when I'm doing blog posting, so there are actually procedures, yeah, steps like what should be done when I'm doing a blog post. So yeah, I have a checklist, and we have a folder or spreadsheet for all the records.
Very good. Now, in your role helping your client, are you supporting or do you have direct interaction with her clients, or are you primarily communicating just with your client and doing the tasks that she gives you?
Basically just communicate with my client. So if there are feedbacks, that's the only the time that my client will tell me that. Also on a website, there's actually a setting there that she gave me an access so that when she saw that I am already capable of working things on the website, she gave me an access wherein I can see the feedback of her clients. For example, on this specific area of the website, she wanted, or her client wanted me to edit the size of the text. That's already also the time that I can see it and edit the one that I don't have to like wait for her because she already gave me like the authority to edit stuffs. And when I know that I can't do it, I will not just touch it and will just let her know that, hey, this one here, I don't know this one, or I don't get this one. So yeah, we have separate accounts. We have a different logins. She created me a login, and we kind of like have save where the password where we save password for safety purposes.
Okay, so you bring up something pretty important that I get a lot of questions about, and that is, what are the security risks or confidentiality issues associated with working with a virtual professional? A lot of people are kind of concerned because they may not be used to working with someone virtually. They're used to like having someone physically in the office. They can kind of see what they're doing. So tell me more about how you and your client work on issues that might be confidential, client information or
Yes.
proprietary technologies that your client might use in providing their service or accessing those resources. What have you and your client done to make sure that there's security in place, but also trust?
Yeah, I actually mentioned earlier that we have this kind of tool for saving passwords because, for safety purposes, she will just share me the logins for that one. That tool is actually a password manager wherein I don't have to like type the password. It will just automatically sign up. So there's no need for me to memorize the password because it will just, automatically log in for conveniency and for safety purposes also. She will share me the link for that or the folder for that, and then I have to like put input that one on the site, and yeah, it will just automatically pop up or log me in without me knowing what's the password or the stuff like that.
Very good. And then, do you have your own accounts for other like access? So when you're logging to like work on building out the websites, or
Yes.
you have your own account for that?
Yes, yes, she gave me a different access for that one. And if ever that she will tell me like, "Hey, can you access this my website?" She will just tell me, but without telling me so, I will just use my own account for working on the website that she's actually assigning me because yeah, we have these separate accounts, but we're working on a different on a same domain. So it's pretty convenient so that her clients know who's really working, is it her or is it me? So yeah, it's pretty convenient also.
So it must have taken a little time for her to build that trust, to understand that
Yeah.
you have, and that confidence, knowing like that you have the skill, that you're basically representing her to the clients then, right? Because you're
Mhm.
doing the work that she used to do for the clients so that she can
Yeah.
work on other things.
Yes, that's actually true. She actually mentioned before that she had a hard time delegating things or tasks to someone before because she's used to working everything with by herself.
What has she talked about, kind of the change in her business or her personal life since working with you? I mean, she struggled, it sounded like, delegating at first. Maybe it's coming a little bit easier now. And what things have she shared that's changed?
Aside from learning to delegate stuffs or like the workloads, because she said before that it's very hard to give the task to someone that she knows the person is not capable of doing that. So at first she said it's hard, but then days passed, we kind of like meet halfway. I understand her goal and also I understand what she needs the most. She told me that after working with me, she had a time to, delegate stuffs, the workload. Like she doesn't have to work all of it by herself. She can like relax. I can tell that she's pretty living also because she's now can travel from places to places while working. There was actually a time where we had a call or a video that she's on a beach. I think that was she's on a beach. She shared a photo of her. She's on a mountain. They're doing a hiking with her friends and family. So yeah, it's pretty good that after that she told me that thank you for working with me. I couldn't do this without you because there are months that the schedule was very hectic. Like there's a lot of stuffs going with her clients and on her website. So yeah, after that she told me like she was very thankful because I was there to help her with all the workloads.
Wow, that is a huge testimony right there to the power of learning how to delegate and having a trusted person
Yes.
like you supporting them. You can go from doing everything in the business to finally having time to do the things that you wanted to do, that you got into business to be able to free yourself to do, to have those vacations, have those experiences, and
That's true.
have a trusted person behind the scenes getting the work done while you're enjoying life. That's kind of a goal for everybody, right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit more. We talked about like the how,
Mhm.
access, security, confidentiality. If someone is considering adding a virtual professional to their team, they're kind of like what your client was before, where they're busy doing everything themselves.
Yeah.
They're in a service-based business where they have a situation where they could have a virtual professional like you take over some of those revenue generating tasks.
hmm
What tips would you share with someone who's looking to get started doing that?
Well, the thing that I can tell is that you really have this kind of level of trust to someone that you wanted to hire one day in the virtual world. That's how I see my client, the level of trust. And also, it should work well with you and your worker one day should, meet halfway, understand the goal. Me and my client, before we start working, we kind of like have a call, like we talk, get to know each other, and then she shared to me what are like her plans, what's really dragging her, what she really wants. So after that, as a virtual professional, I realized that yeah, my client needed someone she can trust because she's actually a very busy person. She's always on a call with her clients. As a virtual professional, I kind of like understand her. What's the goal of her, company? What is her goal, and what kind of worker she really needs. So it's like a two-way process. Like as a client, you have the kind of trust to your employee one day, and also the communication. It's very important. You don't have to be limited to just chatting. You can call if things are on hand. So also the communication and understanding both sides, and make sure that you two have you know understand what's your goal on the work field. So I guess that's basically what can I say if you wanted to hire someone in the virtual world.
Yeah, so it sounds like communication is key. A lot of the things
Yes.
you mentioned kind of revolve around just making sure you've got great communication. And it sounds like your
hmm
client did a really great job and is doing a great job communicating, especially, at the beginning, having several times a week the video calls to go over things, having the
yeah.
Loom recordings showing exactly how to do things so it's clear what the expectations are. And it sounds
Yes.
like you guys use the task management portal, so you have really clear understanding. You mentioned before like the priorities, so at the beginning of the
Yes.
day you don't have to have a lengthy meeting asking a bunch of questions
Mhm.
about what you want to
Yes.
work on that day, because you can just look at the task portal and it tells
Yes.
you, here's the high priority things that are due today, so that's what you need to work on, and that helps you be more efficient, I imagine.
Yes, that's very true.
Very good. Well, Rochelle, it has been wonderful hearing from you and hearing the stories of how you're helping your client and changing their business and improving their life. Thank you so much for sharing those stories with us today.
Yeah, thank you also, Harley. I actually enjoyed this talk today.
Awesome. Well, for those of you watching, if you are interested in getting started and having your own Rochelle to help you in
Mhm.
your business so you can enjoy those experiences that you want with your family on the beach and hiking like Rochelle's client, reach out to us. We'll have a quick call with you. We can talk about all the things that our virtual professionals can do and how they might be able to help you grow and scale your business and live the life you want. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great rest of your day.